Well, my fantasy football team took a big hit earlier this week. Just now heard Lamar Jackson is going to be doubtful against Houston. Well, shit. If you have missed the fantasy football team, my reveal of what it is right now at the start of the season, my backup QB right now is CJ Stroud. That is not a good look for me. But seriously, if Cooper Rush is starting for Baltimore, this could be a rude awakening that the Ravens might actually be 1-4. Just throwing that idea out there. Anyways, let's get to the episode. Welcome back to Grizzly Talks Football, ladies and gentlemen. I am the Grizz, and ladies and gentlemen, we are in Week 5 NFL predictions. Oh, we also have something before then. It's the Big 12 progress report after Week 5 in college football. Forgot to do it Monday, so I have to make up time. But anyways, if you are still looking for that Season 2 playlist, I'll make sure to put it in that description so you could go click that link. You'll be able to see every episode so that you don't miss anything. You also have it for future episodes as well. Also, do not forget to hit the red subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss a single one of my videos, and it also helps the channel a lot. Without further ado, let's get to the Big 12 progress report after Week 5. A little bit different from the NFL tier list. Obviously, you got conference favorites to win it all, top 2 teams in my opinion. Conference contenders, those are teams that are still going to be in the hunt. Needed on a year, teams that I just think are a year away from contending. Fighting for bowl berths, pretty much fighting for 6 wins or more at this point. Coach fired, that's for a special team. And dungeon of ass. Let's get one team out of the way real quick. Oklahoma State is getting his coach fired because Mike Gundy was fired after the Tulsa game. Their new coach actually kind of put a fight up against Baylor, but they still lost. Now let's move on to the rest of the teams. First off, Arizona, yes, they are actually contenders, believe it or not. They did lose badly to Iowa State, but Iowa State is just that good. Noah Fafita is looking like a capable quarterback again. I'd say this is going to be a bounce back year for the Wildcats. And now, yeah, we got to play them in Tucson, so that's really freaking me out. Next up, we got Texas Tech. Yes, they're conference favorites. They just look spectacular. I know they played weak opponents, and then they played Utah, sent them right out of the rankings. But yeah, this team might be very good with that number 2 transfer portal class. I sure hope I am proved wrong, because the last thing I want to see is Texas Tech being in a playoff. You know what's even worse? Utah being in the playoff. Next up, we got UCF. You need another year. I don't think you're there yet. Sure, they beat Belichick and UNC, but 3-1, lost to Kansas State, who was at the time 1-2 or 1-3. Yeah, reality check came in a little bit earlier than I thought. Next up, we got Utah, 100% conference contender still. Just shows how good Texas Tech really is. Utah is actually not bad themselves. This is really a bounce back year for the Utes, as much as I hate to say it. Next up, we got West Virginia. They are fighting for a bowl berth. They're not ass. I mean, they beat Pittsburgh, but yeah, that Utah game definitely secured their position and fighting for a bowl. Next up, my BYU Cougs. I don't know, man. Conference contenders, I guess? I don't think they're as good as Texas Tech or another team in the conference favorites, but their defense is looking like a top unit right now. Sure, we played Colorado, we played weak teams, but our defense is actually legit. And our offense has a lot of talent as well. If that offense can start improving with Bear Bachmeier at the quarterback, yeah, I could see this team perhaps going 11-1, maybe 10-2 again. Next up, we got Baylor. I know 2 losses doesn't sound that great, but they're still conference contenders. Sawyer Roberts is balling out. That offense is amazing. It's only if that defense could be just as good. Next up, Cincinnati Bearcats. Yeah, you might need another year, actually. They're actually 3-1 this year. Like, they won 3 straight games, including a game against the Jayhawks. Only loss was to Nebraska. Not terrible loss. I mean, it was a close game. They're not contenders just yet, though. Next up, Colorado. I don't think they're that bad. Like, they'll still be needed another year. They're not terrible. They got a lot of talent out there with Coach Prime as their coach. It's just, without Shador Sanders or Travis Hunter, they're just not as good as they were. Next up, Houston. Yeah, Willie Fritz is a really good coach. I think you guys just need one more year. I do apologize if a lot of these logos are hard to see. I'm using the dark version because I'm not trying to blind my eyes or anything. But yeah, Houston has got a little bit of a weird team in my opinion. They're undefeated. They beat Colorado by 16 points, and yeah, these guys might actually be a little bit scary for some teams. Willie Fritz has definitely turned this Houston team back into, kind of like a 2015 to 2016 look. Next up, Iowa State, that is actually my other conference favorite. They're rolling right now. 5-0, sure, they almost lost to Arkansas State. They did blow out Arizona, though, who I also had as a conference contender. They did beat Kansas State in Dublin. Oh, boy. Next up, we got Kansas. I think they are contenders, even though they do have 2 losses. Crushing loss to Cincinnati and Missouri. But Missouri is actually not a bad team at all, and Cincinnati, pretty above average, so not the worst losses in the world. Also dominated everybody else. Next up, we got Kansas State. Ass! 2-3, almost lost to an FCS school, lost to Army, the team that lost to Tarleton State. I don't give a shit if you beat UCF. You are ass this year. Finally, we got Arizona State. Yes, they are still conference contenders, even without Scadaboo. Tough loss to Mississippi State, but they were able to beat a ranked team, TCU. Oh, shit. This list completely forgot TCU. I don't have a TCU logo, but if I did, I would put them in conference contenders. Josh Hoover, aside from that game against Arizona State, was balling out. I think he'll have a great year. That's all for the Big 12 Progress Report. Let's move on to NFL Week 5 predictions. And oh, by the way, my record from last week was 10-5-1, considering that tie that happened. So my new record is 37-26-1. We're getting better. And by the way, we hadn't had a tie since 2022 until that Sunday night game. So, yay. Anyways, let's start this week off with the 49ers playing at the Rams on Thursday Night Football. Ugly loss to Jacksonville for Brock Purdy and the 49ers. George Kittle is coming back, so I feel like this offense could make this a game. But the Niners better hope they can outscore the Rams because their defense, besides Fred Warner, is not going to get it done, in my opinion. Rams are going to win 34-24. No, but seriously, who besides Fred Warner is going to prevent this Rams offense from moving the ball? Loaded weapons at the running back and wide receiver room. Decent tight end. Pretty solid offensive line even though Jonah Jackson's away. Defense is finally coming together and clicking. If the 49ers can't outpace the Rams, they're in for a long Thursday night. Now we got the Sunday morning game between the Vikings and Browns in London. Also, big news, Dylan Gabriel will be starting this game. Congratulations, Cleveland. You have just fed Dylan Gabriel to the Wolves. But for some reason, I feel like the Browns could make this close with their defense. Because the offensive line for Minnesota, not as good as people think they are. If Jordan Mason doesn't go off, the Vikings really could be in trouble. But I think the Vikings will actually win this 16-13. It'll be an ugly game. Up next, we're in the 1 o'clock slate on Sunday. First up, Dallas against New York, as in the Jets. Cowboys win 38-35. Dallas's offense is elite, defense is atrocious. I think Justin Fields will have a spectacular game, but the Jets will again lose a heartbreaker. Next up, we got the Giants playing at New Orleans. Yikes, a barn burner incoming here. After Jackson Dart survived the Chargers defense, I don't think the Saints will give us much of a problem. I think the Giants will actually win an ugly one. 21-17. Saints will keep fighting though. Next up, we got the Raiders playing at Indianapolis. Colts win 35-17. I don't think this will be close at all. Colts defense is actually pretty nice. Offense is clicking again. Raiders, yeah, Geno Smith is just not good. I can see why a lot of people were down on Geno. I was pretty down on him too. And the defense besides Max Crosby, ass. Next up, we got the Dolphins playing at the Panthers in Carolina. I swear to God, if this is the game Bryce Young goes off for all 4 quarters, I'm going to lose my mind. In my opinion, this is a must-win for Miami, not only for Mike McDaniel's sake, but also for Tua's. Dolphins win this game in an ugly score, 28-24. Somehow Carolina will make this close again. Up next, we got the Broncos traveling to Philly to play the Eagles. I want to pick the upset so bad. I want to pick this upset so bad. but the Eagles are just way too good. It's just Denver's not consistent enough to keep up with Philadelphia. Eagles win 34-31, I guess. I know it's being generous, but I'm just hoping for anything at this point. And the final game of the 1 o'clock slate for Sunday, we got the Texans playing in Baltimore against the Ravens. There is a major possibility of the Ravens going 1-4, especially with Lamar Jackson being hurt. Derrick Henry having his worst year of his career. Defense can't stop a damn thing. Watch this be the week CJ Stroud goes off. I sure hope I am wrong about this, but I got Houston winning surprisingly 31-28. That's assuming Lamar plays, but if he doesn't, 34-20. Now we're kicking out the 4 o'clock slate with the Titans playing at Arizona against the Cardinals to kick things off. Why the fuck did you give me this shit? This is going to be the weirdest game of the week. Arizona wins 17-15. I don't know. Next up, we got Tampa Bay playing at Seattle against the Seahawks. Now, this is interesting. 2 high-power offenses for 2 different reasons. A flashy offense against a very safe offense. This really could go either way. After that loss to Philly, I think this Tampa Bay team is coming in pissed off. I predict this game to be a high-scoring affair. I'm going to say 35-31, Tampa Bay wins. Next up, we got the Lions traveling to Cincinnati to play the Bengals. You know, something, I had a eulogy prepared, but I ripped it up because I actually went 0-3 in, those eulogies, so I'm never doing that again. Is there really anything to say, though? Lions are going to win this one 42-10. This won't be close. Next up, we got the Commanders taking on the Chargers. This is also the final 425 game. I think Jane Daniels is coming back. I think Terry McLaurin's still on IR, though. I think both of those guys are coming back, but I just do not see how they're going to fare against LA, who is pissed right now after they're losing to the Giants. I'd be pissed too if I lost to the Giants. Chargers win by a score of 28-24. This game will be fire. And now we got a little AFC East divisional Sunday night football matchup. Patriots traveling to Buffalo to play the Bills. New England's coming off a dominant win. Buffalo's coming off an ugly win against New Orleans. And a lot of people are saying the Patriots are back, but I need to see more. Also, I've already picked an upset, Houston beating Baltimore, so I think Bills will actually win this one in a close one. 34-31, dare I say this may go to overtime. If injury persists in Buffalo, maybe the Patriots got a chance, but one way to find out, right? And the final game of Week 5 is the game on Monday night between the Chiefs and Jags in Jacksonville. Oh yeah, by the way, the 4 teams that are on bye this week are the Bears, Packers, Falcons, and Steelers. Trevor Lawrence, you somehow beat Kansas City. I don't know what to say. Liam Cohen's definitely got a shot, but Kansas City will actually win this one. I'm going to say 34-27. And I think Jags will be in this game the whole way, but Kansas City will close it out. The Chiefs are also back. That's going to do it for the Week 5 NFL predictions, and that'll do it for this episode of Grizzly Talks Football as well. If you enjoyed, as always, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, hit the red subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single one of my videos. This is the Grizzly signing off for now, and until next time, I'll see you guys later. Peace, love, keep the Grizzly vibes with you at all times. Take care.